President Biden's pick for the board of the Federal Reserve is in jeopardy. Senator Joe Manchin says he will not support Sarah Bloom Raskin's nomination to the Fed's board. Manchin's vote is critical in the evenly split Senate, as Raskin seems to have no Republican support. Let's bring in NBC News senior national political reporter Sahil Kapur now. Sahil, Raskin held appointed positions in the past. Why is Senator Manchin against her nomination now to the Fed's board?
Yeah, Aaron, Manchin's opposition here has really put Sarah Bloom Raskin's nomination in great peril simply because it's a 50-50 Senate, and in order to win confirmation, she now needs at least one Republican supporter, and nobody has stood up to raise their hands here. The Republicans on the Banking Committee are all following the lead of Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania in boycotting meetings so that they can't even vote on her in committee, that they can't even advance her to the floor, and other moderate Republicans such as Susan Collins or Lisa Murkowski, who tend to cross the aisle sometimes and vote for some of President Biden's nominees, are not raising their hand to try to rescue her. And this leaves Democrats with very little opportunity to move forward. Now, why is Manchin opposing her? Let's put a statement up on the screen. He mentioned specifically her stance on energy and climate change. This has been a source of conservative criticism of her. Raskin has argued that tackling climate change is inextricable from economic growth in the long run. It's a view that many scientists hold, many economists hold, but many conservatives object to that. Manchin is siding with those conservatives, saying, here you see the statement, she has not satisfactorily addressed his concerns about the critical importance of financing and all of the above energy policy. So that's where they are right now. Manchin is citing climate change and her stance on it as a reason to oppose her, and Democrats are struggling to find a path forward as a result.
Well, Sahil, this seems like another Manchin wrench for Democrats. How are they responding to this latest decision from the senator from West Virginia?
They're unhappy about it. I spoke yesterday to Senator Sherrod Brown, the chairman of the Banking Committee, who had scathing criticism for Senator Pat Toomey, the Pennsylvania Republican, who is his counterpart, as well as other Republicans who are refusing to even allow a vote. He says he's not giving up. He says he insists that there should at least be a vote on this, and that he believes she has a bipartisan path forward. The White House also believes she has a bipartisan path forward. They put out a statement yesterday calling Raskin one of the most qualified people to have ever been nominated for Federal Reserve Board of Governors. She's earned widespread support in the face of an unprecedented, baseless campaign led by oil and gas companies that sought to distinguish her, tarnish her distinguished career. So the White House also not giving up. Now, Aaron, this reminds me a little bit of one previous nomination that had a bit of a similar trajectory. Neera Tanden for OMB. She had Republican criticism at the outset. Then Manchin came out against her, and ultimately the nomination fizzled. It's unclear if this is going to go, end the same way, but so far it's not looking particularly good for Raskin. Last thing I'll point out, Toomey suggested that the other 4 Fed nominees were also being held up with Raskin, including a second term for Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, should move forward. Republicans will support the other 4.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.